Hi, is Alex there or Jenna? Yeah, please. Hi, will you just check, make sure it's live streaming okay? Because I didn't bring my phone in here with me. Okay. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
I'd let you use mine.
Oh, well, I wasn't even thinking. It's just there's click, 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 and I'm like, I don't know if I click everything, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I didn't know why I have such a hard time with it. Don't mean to.
If you're like me, you gotta have your kids show you all that stuff.
Well, I mean, to actually get it live, you have to click like three or four things, and it's like, why can't you just click one thing and make it go live? You know.
Why make it tougher?
You have to turn both volume things on, and then you have to go over. You know, it's like.
Yeah, why make it tougher? It has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so see up here on top it says federal award. So we're gonna be able to start. Is that what that's gonna when we do the NJPA?
Oh yeah, we can put that in there.
Is that what that?
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know if that's what that
You
was
know,
for
a
or not.
field to me, a field is like you can use it if it
Yeah,
should
that's a
work.
great idea.
Yeah, I'll make a note of that.
I just
They're coming. Well, I'll talk to y'all later, but
Yes.
Kelpro's coming. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
So, did you, like on that, your, okay, filters, is that what you're talking about, the D&D Napa?
no on
Oh, that one,
the
okay.
uniform.
D&D Napa's also on that.
Yes.
And we're working to try to figure that, how to do
We already
those.
put a big order to Napa in on
I
their
saw
filter
that.
sale. So
Yeah, that's good.
so it just we'll catch them next time.
I want to hold that one more week. We're still trying to get our phones installed and right, and make sure
Okay.
those are compatible.
Okay.
I have a question on all these copier contracts. What happens if we decide to not?
Then if you have to have them come out and work on it, then you pay a service.
And
Service.
you buy all your ink and your toner, or your.
Does that go along with it?
Yes,
Oh.
your ink and toner.
I think the only thing we pay for is our own paper.
Right, I think that's
Oh,
right.
okay.
And then we're charged so much per copy. If it's
Right.
black and white,
That's
it's
why-
cheaper, and if
Yes.
it's color, it's considerably
That's
more.
why, that's why they provide the ink. That's how they get their ink paid for.
This order was placed January 25th. Is that what
That's what
you
I thought. That's been a long time ago, and I thought that we can't seem to
get it squared away?
We can't get some of it. It's on January
Oh.
5th. I have no phone like in my office, you know, or we only have one phone.
Oh.
One phone you can answer it. It's little like, you know, can't transfer it to me or to John or anything. A blanket? Okay.
Was it working? Oh, I forgot to. Is it? Okay.
That,
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm a little slow this
That's
morning. My
okay.
grandkids were here, so I'm running on fumes.
yeah, you're doing good.
Thank you.
you go west this morning, or was that somebody else?
Not me.
Okay, 'cause I flew by him, I was like,
I didn't fly by him, but I did pass.
Coffee's good today.
She gave you
just
the
cold.
special coffee, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Special.
Yeah.
You're gonna drift off to
I
sleep
just
here in a
have to err
little
on
bit.
the side of caution. I did drive slower. That's like,
I didn't want to
I'm
be
not
here for Rich Rubin. Special coffee in one room might be different from special in the other.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a fact, Jack.
I bet you
I-
wanting me to hurry up.
You take your time. I'm doing fine.
Look, he's even rhyming this morning.
Yeah.
Take your time, you're doing fine.
I did something yesterday I hadn't done in a while. Pulled up to the gas pump to fill my car up in Wichita. Got out, shut the door. Guess what?
You locked
Locked
your
out. Keys were in the ignition.
You know, yeah.
And you know what? The cell phone was in the
Oh.
seat. I didn't have nothing. I couldn't get in the trunk.
Did you have your billfold?
I did have my bill.
You were.
I was
Well,
good.
so what'd that cost you?
Cost me $20.
Oh,
was
that's
cheap.
cheap.
That was cheap.
You'll never
yeah.
guess who
It was
in.
probably some meth head that broke into it for you.
He fit the bill. He was a car repo man. Was inside the gas station.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, he was there.
Wow.
You must be living right.
Well, I guess I was. Wow. He said, "Let me run home." He come home. He come back. He said, "Well, I can't. My Slim Jim's in my other pickup." And he said, "But I got a fence post and a screwdriver. We'll get in."
Oh, wow.
Now I got a little wind whistle, but I'm gonna have to work on my door. But I was able to drive home. So.
You know, on my pickup, it won't let you lock the doors if the key's in the
No.
ignition. It will,
Yeah.
no matter how hard you try.
That's good.
Yeah.
Them old Ford pickups used to be a bear, but had that on the armrest. You could lock yourself out easy.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
How much was gas up there?
230 something.
So it's about like here.
Yeah, about the same. Pat, here's young to sign.
Oh. Oh, shoot. Good catch.
Yeah. No problem.
she knows something's missing. She will, if she sees it, and she may not, if she doesn't. So I'm really struggling.
The last in that folder.
Are these D2? Okay.
She, I
Gotcha.
know when we went over to that district thing, she talked about how she had not gotten any sleep because her neighbors had complained. That's what she was saying. And it was like, uh-oh. I didn't know this, I usually believe that. She's hilarious.
And back to that NJPA deal, Monty Taylor, I talking to him last week. He said that doesn't make any difference in price on the green paint, but he said it certainly does on the yellow paint. He said that, you know, he sells skid steers and mini stuff, you know. He said he doesn't sell anything that doesn't go through that. And he said, we got a lot of counties that aren't members prior to, but after that, they're,
They find that they need
Yeah.
to be.
well, they have to join, you know.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't cost anything.
Yeah.
Is next year 60? On a Facebook post,
That's good.
he said that they were married for 59 years. Joy Jones had posted one on being married and was asking how many years he'd been married. It is 69
Just in time.
For one thing. Maybe I can put him in nursing home.
Doug Seeley, $1 million.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd be his best friend.
You're gonna be busy in October.
He was telling me, I talked to him about a month ago, he said he's getting the itch to go back to the classroom.
71st birthday,
Yeah.
so it was like she was there in the bed with me.
Yeah.
I was like,
He,
can't ever.
he really enjoys coaching. And I said, so you gonna do it this next year? He said, I don't know if it'll be this next year, but he said it's kind of. If you get your rolling blades from John Deere, they're having a sale.
Yeah, that's, yeah, I did. This is, yeah, I bought a,
Okay.
yeah, I bought a bunch of them.
Go wear your own.
20% off.
Yeah. Here you go.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's all your stuff.
Oh, thanks. Come on, I had to put a chain
Cindy and I
on
sure
that.
appreciate you putting a lot of our stuff on your.
Yeah.
Well, fine tooth comb.
That's the last of that.
Okay.
I had to go to read.
Would you stop it over there?
That was in
You
the
can get these all whipped out here.
I keep thinking we're gonna be done.
Yeah.
He goes, you want me to leave one way the way it is and just do
You guys always wait till the last folder to get me.
try to walk.
I'm always behind.
Don't know what to tell you. Like I said, we sure appreciate you. Thank you for our stuff.
Yeah. Paybacks are not good, guys. No.
these go in that same folder.
Okay. Get
It's
them
not hard.
put in here right now.
At night and during the minute takes about 10 minutes. But you feel
I don't know if say the guys were busy or we just had a lot of breakdown.
So, because I had gone down to like 0.25 and got reading glasses, and I went back down.
Oh, wow. They say that muscles Is that one?
Yeah. But it's just a unique way you can go down and I exercise is essentially some come down and then side to side and then diagonal both directions and then circles both directions and then put it on your arms and just press one side and the other. It takes less than 10 minutes to do it. Just do it, yeah, do it to your head, you know, just what's sticking to your legs.
What? She's already on film.
She said 65. The wind was fine.
And they always say 2 beers. Always.
No, the wind was behind me.
Yeah.
And she said the wind must have been.
Yes. Yes. Well, our rate was high. Yes. $649.
What was it?
Alternator.
Oh, yes.
From the loader.
Is that guy in Blackwell still in business?
I think so.
That rebuilds them?
I'm telling you what, as dirty
I think
as
so.
my roads are in that poor
He used to be
corner,
slower.
so bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Molasses.
I don't know
I'm sure
why
was
John
cheap.
bought one instead of having it rebuilt outside of we was using
well,
the
and the
loader.
thing is, now
Yeah.
it's with that white rock on the
Well,
road.
they probably charge you full charge now, though.
Probably. I didn't see it yet. So.
Yeah, it's not red anymore. Yeah. That's what happened with my old Odyssey. The rubber seal on the back door. It's leaking. And we just knew it was from the
That the county put the burn ban on.
That's the county burn ban.
Yeah, I think this is still the governor's,
Yeah.
and this is county.
Okay, did they split this bill between us?
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Who
331, gotcha. Yeah.
I tried to get them in line.
Yeah, I know.
Police I got that stuff in the letter, like all over the place, so I'll take it.
We'll get the belt, you can get the tires. Radiator, whatever we find next.
And you know it's gonna be something.
Oh, yeah. These signals out of the way.
Grandfather built a house west of us, west of Smutson's. People are coming out of the woodwork, I'm just waiting for all the Burnett kids to graduate so that I can drive by my house at 60 minutes. I told my husband, I said, maybe because I'm really gonna get mom and they're calling me and they're telling me to put the ditch across.
Oh, that's we had that great big front end loader. Brian took a tree out. Huge tree. It went clear from ditch to ditch. I mean, all the way across. He's loading it down the road to try to take it into our pasture. Mary Ann Evans comes around the corner and whips around him and goes by him, not even realizing had he not had that trunk up, she could run right into it. Unbelievable. He like almost had a heart attack. There's some pictures that her
You got the paperwork for Michelle, or for items L and M, right? I got this.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Well, M is up in the DSR, yeah, but I do have it for everyone, yeah. That was a great find.
Yeah, that was a
Oh
good
man, you did good.
I make a motion to approve purchase order and travel claims.
Second.
Hess moved, Ronk seconded to approve the payment of purchase orders and travel claims. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
wrong,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously.
I'm Jenna.
Jenna, this stuff here can go back over. We haven't approved the blankets
I
yet.
move to approve blanket.
I'll
purchase
second
orders.
that. That's the blanket purchase order.
Hess moved, Ronk seconded to
No,
approve
Ronk
blanket
moved.
purchase order.
I move.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, thanks.
Ronk moved, Hess seconded to approve the blanket purchase orders as presented. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
wrong,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. The burn ban for Grant County.
Okay, it sounds like we're gonna get a freeze again this next week, and, I know there was a few departments went out on controlled burns that got away. So, what do you guys think about it?
Well, we are in the, we meet the, item one, we are in the severe drought, and I have that there.
Yeah,
I mean,
extreme.
my understanding is as long as any portion of our county is in that, the whole county is eligible, so we
Okay.
meet that one. No more than half the inch of precipitation is forecast, I think we meet that one.
Think we meet that.
The fire occurrence is significantly greater than normal for this season, or they've had a significant number of fires that have been due to extreme fire behavior. So, do you think we need that one?
Well, I kinda do, I mean, I
Okay.
think we've had
The way
several.
it sounds, yeah.
All right. And more than 20% of the wildfires in the county have been caused by escaped debris burns or controlled burns.
Yes,
Okay.
I think so.
I believe we meet the criteria then.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
And you want to keep it as before with the equipment related to road construction, you want to keep that in there.
Yes,
Welding and, grinding and cutting torch as long as they have meet their criteria here. And, to allow for outdoor campfires are prohibited, but, gas grills are allowed. Okay.
yes,
And agriculture producers under contract, as long as they follow the prescribed method, for
Yes.
this, and that would meet that.
yes, I
We
believe
good
so.
with that?
That will be all put in my motion.
All right.
And will you make sure the dates are okay with you? It's down towards the bottom.
Adopted, second,
actually,
here,
right
excuse me,
here, yeah.
all right. So the countywide ban would be effective at 4 o'clock today through 4 o'clock next Monday.
Or
Okay.
2 weeks. Is
Oh,
it 2
is it
weeks?
2 weeks? Yes, it is 2
2
weeks,
weeks,
excuse me,
14.
2 weeks. Is that good?
That's second.
All right, so Hess moved, Ronk seconded to approve resolution 2018-15D for the Grant County burn ban with the requirements, for the exceptions as noted for equipment, for road construction, for welding and grinding activities, as long as they follow proper procedures. to allow for the group use of charcoal and gas grills outside and for the agricultural producers. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously.
Until the 23rd.
Yes.
At 4
At
p.m.
4 p.m.
Oh, the 23rd?
Okay, would you call and see if Stephen's available to come down to talk on item E? Or if he-
I've got it.
Last week you were really good at that.
I know, I slipped right over there.
You need to come in like on Thursdays and practice.
I think I'm.
Can we get him on his cell phone, do you think? Okay. Yeah, is it 0052, I think? Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. He's on his way to Newkirk to go to court. We might be able to catch him.
Okay.
Oh,
That's what
Hi, do you have a moment to talk to the board? The liquor by the drink? Okay, well, I'm gonna put you on speaker. Hold on just a moment, okay?
Are you there, Stephen?
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you. We're in our board meeting, Max, Pat, myself and Cindy Sue, and we have Penny Dow, Robin Rapp, Beth Hendricks, and Scott Sterling also with us. On our agenda is the discussion of the resolution 2018-26 liquor by the drink. And you provide some verbiage. Do we need some clarification on that? What have you found out? I know you said that passing this would mean that we're under the old title to be able to sell liquor by the drink.
Yeah, the Title 37 expires October 1st.
Okay.
And so the new law goes into effect October 1st. And so what that proposed would allow liquor by the drink on Sundays. And so when beer becomes liquor on October 1st, those establishments could still serve beer on Sunday.
Okay, we had a discussion. We're under the old Title 37 is to be consumed on premise. So that is what.
That's right. That's what the proposal states. So if the October 1st and you go into the Quick Trip and you buy your beer, you have to consume it on premise. You can't cash and carry. Yeah, that is a separate consideration. So in Title 37A, beer, there are three types of licenses. There's spirit licenses, beer licenses, and wine licenses. So beer and wine can be purchased on Sunday under the new 37A. The only thing that can't be sold on Sunday is hard liquor. So that's automatically not able to be sold on Sunday. So those establishments that sell hard liquor cannot sell hard liquor on Sunday. Now, beginning October 1st, you as county commissioners, if you choose, you can allow hard liquor establishments to sell hard liquor on Sundays, but you don't have the right to set that for hearing until after October 1st when the new law goes into effect.
And will that have to
So
go back?
that way, if you want to allow hard liquor establishments to be able to compete with convenience stores and grocery stores, you can do that, but you can't do that until the new law goes into effect.
And will that have to go to the vote of the people? Or is that something
That would have, yes, that would have to go to a vote
go
of
to
the
the
people.
people again? So we'd have to vote on it again. But,
Correct.
but when the new law goes into effect, because if Title 37 590 goes away, and it's going to be Title 37A, I believe. So, what does that do with the wording of on premise? I mean, can they still buy?
No, on premises is still on premises. So
beers.
So the
Quick
only
Trips-
the only thing that proposal does, it would allow establishments that currently sell beer on Sunday to continue to sell beer on Sunday.
on
It has to
the
be
premise.
consumed on premises.
On
Yes.
premise. So
Correct.
the Quick Trips that
Now-
stock beer and wine still will not be able to sell beer and wine on Sundays.
They will be able to sell beer and wine on Sunday because 37A allows them to sell beer and wine on Sunday.
Disallows.
But and it does not have to be on premise.
Right.
It allows them to sell. It's under a separate subsection under 37A, but beer and wine licensees can sell on Sunday.
And you can take it home?
And you can take it home.
If you can sell it, you have to be able to do something with it. So yeah,
Okay. Well,
you know, it allows it. They can sell beer and wine on Sunday.
okay. But this says our resolution says for liquor to individual drink for on
That's,
premise.
this is the resolution is completely separate from
So we'll have to have a
Quick
new
Trips
one.
and grocery
go-
stores being able to sell on
Sorry,
Sunday.
I'm not on board.
Yeah.
This only
Let's look at
affects
this from the
like
perspective of the sale.
you know, the places that currently sell beer to be consumed on premises.
On
So that'd
premise.
be like Wakita Bar,
Bars,
some of
the
these bars that
restaurant
just sell
here.
3.2 beer.
Yeah. Okay. But not cash and carry. Okay.
Okay.
We are clear, and we'll go. Thank you. Any other questions?
No, that's,
All right. Thank you, Stephen.
Okay,
All
you're
right.
welcome.
All right. I
He did a
think.
lot better job of explaining this.
yes.
Yeah.
A lot better.
Yeah. Okay. So I think the deal is that legislation or something. They're gonna have to get an attorney. I bet you we're not gonna be the only county with this
No,
problem
we're not.
because Mike Fields is working on this and he covers 9 counties. So the 9 counties he's working with, they're working with the AG to try to figure out how that's gonna
Okay.
go into effect.
Well, I just wanted everybody to be aware that.
Right.
Okay.
That it
We
it
were-
sounds like we're gonna have to go back out for the vote
That's
of the
what I
people, but we can't do it because that isn't until after that
Right.
for the convenience stores.
Yeah, until
So,
after the
yeah, and
October
so
1st.
I
law
don't know
goes into
when you
effect.
have to have your resolution done by to get it on the November ballot, but I bet you October 1st is too late.
I bet it is too.
So, all right. Do we have a motion on this resolution?
I move to approve the resolution.
Second.
Ronk moved, has seconded to approve resolution 2018-26 liquor by the drink to go out to the vote of the people to allow to have Sundays added to be able to drink strong beer and wine on premises.
I'm sorry. May I add too that he didn't fill in the June date, but it's my understanding it's June 26th from all that I've been
yes.
It's the
checking.
same-
Yes,
it's the same day as-
as
right,
yes,
right.
that is
I just
correct.
wanted to make sure of that.
Yes, that is correct. So, okay, all in favor?
Bobbitt.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. Okay.
And that needs to be published.
Yes, it has to be public. You need to get it. You need to get it to
Yeah.
The election
election
board.
board
Okay.
first, and then you might ask her because it is a resolution. How that I can't remember. So
Okay.
we'll get with her and ask her that.
Okay.
Alrighty. The courthouse and sheriff's office renovation, metal roof color selection.
Sure,
Alright.
just one of
I
these.
received these Friday. Jim is not coming, but he wanted to. These were the 2 suggestions they had for
Which
the color
one's closest
selection.
to what we have now?
The red.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm not going to climb up there and find out.
I looked at. When I drove by this weekend, I looked at it real good. It's kind of a red.
I do too.
Okay.
Alrighty, so we have a motion to on the color. Oh,
I make a motion that we accept Colonial Red.
I second.
okay. Hess moved, Ronk seconded to approve the Colonial Red as the
Yes.
metal roof color selection. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Hi.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously.
Very good.
I need to talk.
Who knows? There's a liquor. Confusing.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Now, we are down to the free fair contract for rental of the Grant County Expo Center. Do we have any action on that?
We tabled that the other day. You have that.
I can go get it real quick. I'm sorry. I have it
Yeah,
over.
that's all right. That's all right. We kind of had a
Discussion.
discussion, and we were gonna probably
Hello,
not
can
get
you
it
or
passed
someone come
because
over?
we're
I
gonna
just
be
gotta run
locked
get
at
some papers
1 to
real
1.
quick. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So guess what you get to do today?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Okay, I'm gonna write those down
Okay,
real quick.
let's go into recess.
Oh, okay.
I make a motion we recess.
I second that.
Hess moved to recess. Ronk seconded. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
Ronk,
Yes,
Hess.
Aye.
it is
They decided to
9:47.
go into
Oh,
recess.
we were recessed.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry about
Just in
that.
time,
They just
too.
did right
Yeah,
after.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't
No,
know.
no, it's
I-
okay.
yeah,
I'll gather that
When,
out.
when an officer issues a ticket.
Would you
for
put up we're in recess on
Oh,
that?
yes.
How do they present their evidence
This is the one for the Hunter School.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you?
Oh, I
Yeah.
printed the wrong one.
Okay.
Well, no, I think we're all, no, I think you got
Is there
you got the generic one back here too.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
It
sorry.
is, yeah.
No, that's okay.
Okay. Are you back to going?
Yes.
Okay. I moved that we come back out of recess.
I second.
Ronk moved, has seconded to re-enter session and out of recess. All in favor?
Bobbitt.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. All right, item G, free fare contract for rental of Grant County Expo. What do we have here? So this is a contract that the Fair Board has brought forward. Is that
Well,
correct?
I think this is what Stephen had drafted.
Yes.
Okay, this is what
He just
Steve
went off the pricing off of what they had.
said they wanted to do.
Yes. And then the second page mainly is where we were having an issue.
Well, what took me so long, my computer froze up, so I didn't get to look
Oh.
that far.
Oh,
So
that's all right. Okay. So
The deadlock that we were having between Max and myself is no alcoholic beverages allowed on premises.
And if I may, Tim Winters had also, he's been visiting with me on different things.
Okay.
And he stated that at the Farmer's Grain that they do not provide alcohol, that theirs is a non-alcoholic event as well.
And that's
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, I
That's
just
fine.
wanted to, yeah.
Well, I
He
think
did confirm that.
the issue's gonna come up between these events versus family weddings or family reunions, you know. I just think that if you put it in there and you say no alcoholic beverages, you're gonna have people that are gonna bring alcoholic beverages no matter whether it's prohibited or it's not prohibited, you know. But I think the fairgrounds is more of a family-oriented scene, and I don't want to discourage anybody from renting that. That's just a point to consider. So, I guess we're a board, we'll vote and see how that goes.
okay, so in your point, Pat, is that you think that we should allow alcohol beverages?
If we don't allow it, that's going to keep certain people, especially weddings, from weddings and maybe class reunions, family reunions, whatever. It's going to keep them from wanting to.
Okay, could we maybe specifically say that something to the effect that, you know, I obviously agree that, like, you have a stock show, it should not. If you have a stock show or something like that with kids, I agree. I don't think that alcohol should be served at something like that. But I agree too that at weddings, people usually have their champagne or their toast or beer or whatever they have at weddings. Is there some happy medium we could do that we maybe specifically say increase the cost if you're going to have alcohol? My second question on this has to do with the serving of alcohol, how that's dispensed, because now it used to be when you could serve beer and wine and you could do that. Now that it's all going to be 6-point beer, it's alcohol, and I think they have to have a licensed bartender to be able to serve that.
Yeah.
So
Could we say all state laws,
have to
county laws
have to be
followed
Yeah, I think that's
when
true.
pertaining to alcohol?
Yeah, I think you're going to have to, and I think that's going to include a bartender now.
Yeah, I
I'm,
think
I'm
you're right. I hadn't thought about
99%
that.
sure that
Yeah.
that includes a
I
bartender.
did a lot of reading
And-
too, and that's kind of the way I took it. That if alcohol's going to be served, it has to
They
be
have
under
to-
a licensed bartender.
and they serve it.
And that's fine too. I have, and you've probably got more control that way than
Yeah.
you do.
And so I think
And we could put in there.
alcohol beverages may be served when all laws are complied with. I think we're going to have to ask Stephen for the verbiage of that.
And to go further on what you guys were saying, like stock shows, jackpot shows,
Yeah,
junior rodeos, junior horse shows,
Well, maybe it needs to, like, general public type events cannot, or it's prohibited at
Maybe,
general.
yeah,
Or,
maybe
or should
just-
we throw it like, just say
Private.
case by case? I'm trying to figure out how to say
Yeah,
that.
that's what I said, maybe private events can make a request to be decided on or something, of course.
And then you're-
Then you're back to trying to rent something out by committee. I think if we had some general guide, maybe a policy on it, maybe we need a policy on it.
Can we throw that to Stephen? And
Yeah,
just let
maybe
him,
a policy on that to, and to research that, because I do believe they're gonna have to have a licensed bartender now with no, you
Now,
know,
we did last week approve the,
contract with schools.
yeah, for
Good.
the school.
Yeah.
For Farmers Grant, good.
Farmers Grant.
right.
Good, good.
Yeah, we didn't want to
Okay.
hold them up.
Yeah, great. Well, neither one of them are gonna be serving alcohol, so. it's
Right,
not an issue.
right.
So, okay, let's do a little more research on that, if we would, and find out what the legalities is on something
Now, is
like
that what you were talking about? Is that beginning October 1st, or is
That would be true, that would
so?
be
What do we do
October
between
1st.
now and then?
Right, so I suppose we ought to have an alcohol, well,
Well, we can
need to
keep
find
our
out.
rules parallel with what it's going to be afterwards.
Right,
So you got to have a licensed bartender.
I think that might be good, and it keeps it simple and clear, and we don't say, but last month so-and-so rented it, and they didn't
Yeah,
have to.
yeah.
So, yeah, I think we go with whatever the October 1st requirements are in all of them.
Now, how do we want to? How do I want to take this motion? Or do
Well,
we just
I
table it?
think we're gonna table it to, or I think our motion would be to send it to Stephen for language or something, or,
Well, then
Potential
then that's what I move.
okay. Do we have a second on
Well,
that?
I moved to,
Oh,
I'll
you-
second that
okay.
to send it to
To
Stephen.
Stephen, right,
Yes.
okay. So, Ron motion has seconded to send the to send it to Stephen Young to find some verbiage, what the legalities is if alcohol were to be allowed, and if we could have a policy to outline it.
Okay.
All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
Wrong,
All right.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. Okay. Free fair event insurance, did you guys act on that?
We did act on that, but it's something that we can revisit. And if
I
you
think
wanna
I just
change.
kind of left, I cut and
Yeah.
pasted, so I don't know if y'all want to
Well,
revisit.
as you'll
No,
see in the minutes.
I saw that in the minute, so I didn't,
That-
yeah.
that we-
It could be changed at any time.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
okay,
change that at
gotcha.
any time, but as of
But
right
we
now,
did.
you do not have to have event
Okay,
insurance.
so no action needed.
Unless you feel it's,
No, I don't, not. Part-time employee for Grant County Expo Center.
I think we're waiting on Stephen for that too.
Okay, that info is with Stephen. Okay, and he's out of county today. Parking lot issues at the Grant County Expo Center, free fair, AIP, Crosland Construction. Ms. Beth Hendricks is here. She has had public comments on the condition of the parking lot, on the amount of rock that is on there, as well as the drainage.
I can't figure out why an engineer would have this
Well,
water hole.
if you look at these plans, on the plans, here, if I'm following this right.
Okay.
Here, this dotted line shows where the drainage was on the lot, okay?
Okay.
The original drainage, so it went right through where the building is, okay?
Yeah.
So, they were going to re-drain it, and for some reason, they chose to drain it around
This
the
is the
building.
door.
Yeah, there's the door,
Okay.
and they didn't do it like a terrace, they did it like a drainage ditch. And why would they put a big mud hole there is beyond me.
Well, evidently the elevation.
Yes, but why would we
But
not
they had the
build?
equipment to,
Why
they
would
changed
we?
the elevation
that?
on
On,
everything else.
on everything, yeah, why did they not drain it away? And my question that Beth brought forward is a very, very good question. Why did the contractor or the engineers, architects, draw a plan like this?
Yeah.
And second of all, why did our construction manager
Sign off.
Bingo. That's
it's hand in hand, that he's supposed to be looking out for the best interest of
Right.
us, for the
right.
county, and I do
We're going to
believe,
get nowhere with the
No.
architect. This needs to be addressed with the
I think so
construction
too. I think that I agree. So the issue is, where do we go from here? Do we turn that over to Stephen as a legal question to say what's our options?
I guess, should we,
I think we ought to contact them.
before we make final payment to them,
Mm-hmm.
this needs to be addressed one way or the other. And I was to, well, is
Crossland
is
has
aware
that.
of, are
I
they,
gave that, I emailed that to
Okay.
Kyle Tedlock. He has talked to the dirt contractor, and the reply from the dirt contractor was that they would fix the issues of the gas line and the depth of the rock. But as far as the swales, they were not going to come back and try to grade that to where it would fall to the ditches. They
Okay.
felt like that was in the drawings.
Right.
They followed that.
Right. So my next question is, when are they going to do that?
I think they have to do. Kyle made it sound like to us that they were supposed to do that before they turned the keys over, since this was brought up in our last walkthrough, even. And
Right.
then we went and did this because of the walkthrough, and we turned that in. So we do not have keys to the building yet. It has not been turned over to us, so the project is not complete.
Is that going to interfere with the open house on the 16th of April and the renting out of the building to the concrete prom?
Nothing has been said at this point. We're still gearing toward that because we had to have the way I understood it is we had to have the ovens in the OHCE room before the fire marshal would ride off and release the building. Once that was done, it was my understanding they were going to go ahead and give us the keys. But now that this has become a big issue, I don't know if Crossland will go ahead and say this has to be fixed first, or if it can be fixed after they give us the keys, since they were already aware of it and they're still within a 1-year warranty. Because we do have a 1-year warranty.
And if I tell you what, guys, if you'd like, I'll go ahead and call Kyle or Eric, because I still think this is and we all agree, this is a Crossland construction issue.
May I have a comment?
Well, the reason I say that is they're the ones representing Grant County.
I agree. Where I find the failure is that our construction manager was Randy Nance. Randy Nance left halfway through this.
Wait a minute though. We didn't hire Randy Nance. No. We hired Crossland Construction.
Okay. Well, so, and I do feel like there was a failure between Nance and Eric. So yes, I would agree with that. However, please keep in mind too, though, Kyle Tedlock has bent over backward.
I understand
and he's
that.
still coming. But I just want
I
you to know.
understand that. So I'll get with him.
Okay.
If that's
that's great.
Good with you guys.
Yes. I appreciate that very much.
And my deal is, we don't need to upset the apple cart a week away from 2 different events going. Right. It's good enough that it can wait till after the fact.
Okay.
I mean, don't you guys think so?
Well, I think we just need to put them on notice that it's not acceptable, but we're going to move forward till we can come to an agreement.
Right. So, okay. I'll get started on that even this afternoon.
All right.
Is that good with you too, Beth?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep.
So let the minutes reflect that Pat Roth will get with the Crossland Construction to see where we can maybe perhaps get that failure.
And we appreciate, Beth, you
thanks for
bringing this
You're
forward.
very welcome. And anyone can go down there because every one of those are marked with a flag and they are numbered to match the map.
Okay.
And the inches are on the flags as well.
Okay, very good.
Very good.
So.
Okay, item K, CED I-40 Crosstown Beam Transfer Form for District 3.
Yes.
and they have been reviewed by the DA.
Alright, so we are transferring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them out of our storage area to go to bridge number.
270, I believe.
Yeah, there it is. There
I
you
was
go.
thinking that was right, but I couldn't. There's 270, 270.
We have a motion
Thanks,
to
Beth.
approve. Thank you.
Is it my turn? I make a motion to approve the crosstown beam transfer form for District 3.
I second.
Hess moved, Ronk seconded to approve the I-40 crosstown beam transfer form of 5 beams from the inventory to D3. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
wrong,
Aye.
Hess.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. And if you would make sure we get a copy of that, because we keep an inventory list, because they're
Sure.
in my district shop,
Yeah.
my areas to get off our inventory.
Okay.
All right. Oh, there's 2 of them. Sorry, there's another one.
Well, what was it? Today's the 9th.
Mhm.
Did I date that right?
You didn't date it.
Oh, I didn't.
So I did for you.
Thank you very much.
You started to, but then you.
I didn't finish, huh? Oh, okay. All righty. There are 2 of those.
I'm not going to move those until we're ready to go.
Yeah, that's fine, but the paperwork can be taken care
Oh,
of.
okay.
And I did, you know, if he usually marks them, so you got like a bridge number or something, so that we know they're,
You
know.
said you mean like he as in Donnie?
Yeah, he is in Donnie.
Okay.
I'll double check, I'll go down there and drive down and do a physical view of it, make sure they're marked.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
that'll be great.
Okay, this is the NJPS contract for a Thompson Drive 4-inch pump through Kinnaman's, but we pay it directly. I understand we pay it directly to the bid.
Yeah.
This is a national government bid, so I would make a motion to approve the bid.
I'll second that.
Bobbit moved. Ronk seconded to approve the NJPA bid for a Thompson Drive Prime 4-inch pump diesel motor. List the model number.
Okay.
It's through Kinnaman's. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
wrong,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes. Motion carried unanimously.
Okay, now, so I've got a question now that we just did that.
Mhm.
Did you say you encumber the PO to NJPA or you encumber
Yeah,
it to
but it's
Kinnaman's?
going to be 2 of them. There's going to be for
It's
the
in that
actual.
email, I
okay,
think.
yeah, here it is. The actual pump is encumbered to NJ.
PA.
PA, and the trucking to get it here is because we're driving it directly through him, but to get it here is going to be encumbered to
Oh, is this it?
Kinnaman. I'd
Here
say,
we
wait
go.
a minute.
There we
I was gonna say
go.
this doesn't match
That's-
up.
So,
That
He-
is
Here's the one.
okay. That's
I'm sorry.
Okay, I
I
was say, wait a minute.
I saw
there's,
NJP.
Yeah,
I was like,
I did too. Okay, here
so
it
when
is.
is that going to be the same way on all of them? Then are we
No.
paying NJPA
No.
or is it
I
case
don't
by
think
case?
No.
I don't think
it's
it's
case
case
by
by case.
case.
Yeah.
It's case by case because
That's
the
going to be hard to.
yeah, but that's why it needs to go on here to know that we bid it properly through them,
Okay.
and that's why. But this one, it says here built to Kinnaman and to ship to Kinnaman, but when I talked to him,
I
he
think
says, yeah, there's the email. It says. He said, I
Make it out to
believe
that
the
pump
actual
company.
PO will be made to Thompson Pump because of the NJPA discount. But so we've got a PO secured.
Yes.
We've got a
yes.
PO secured
and
now.
he did confirm.
He
I
did,
think He did
okay.
confirm in the
that
email.
it was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess for us, that's going to be not
Yes.
that big a deal, but for your office, trying
Well,
to figure
I-
out which one's which. Good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to depend on our vendors to
Yeah.
tell us.
Well, and I think there might be a way too, like if we start using that federal, or
Yeah.
then we can create like reports and things like that where we can
Say-
review that
say
stuff,
you-
and we can show you all and say this is what we did, and
What everything was.
yeah, we'll
Okay.
figure it
All right,
out.
that would be good. Okay, so we are. Let's see, this date is wrong. The 09. Okay.
Will you just initial where you changed
I
it, if
will.
you don't mind?
Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. So that goes back to you. Yeah, because like UniFirst, we're going to do it under their contract with NJ. We get the pricing of it, but we're not going to pay them for it. We're going to pay UniFirst for that.
Right, you're gonna go right to the vendor.
Yeah, to the vendor on those. And Stephen's looked these over and accepted.
Yes, that he stamped them on the back. I
It's
think.
a it's
that's
a huge,
the courthouse one.
That's a huge discount on that.
Well, you're gonna have the same thing, only on your pump, you've got the shipping.
Right.
So,
Yes, right. Right.
I make a motion to approve the contract 0012111 and the addendums 1 and 2 to UniFirst and Grant County, between UniFirst and Grant County.
I'll second.
Okay, Hess moved and Ronk seconded to approve the NJPA contract 012111 and addendums 1 and 2 with UniFirst Holdings in Grant County. All in favor?
Bobbitt,
Aye.
Wrong,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes. Motion passed unanimously. Let's see.
Well, it's
So these are
say,
are
Okay,
these
so
for just
this
the three
one?
districts, or are they for the courthouse too?
Here's the courthouse, here's the District
District
1,
one.
District 2, and District 3.
Awesome.
District 2 and District 3. Okay,
yeah,
so
I think last week
accepted. So
Cindy had sent out to get the contracts up here, and we all.
Yeah.
Everyone complied.
Cindy,
Yeah.
we're gonna sign on these 3 lines, and then over here or somewhere you can put our email. They're asking for email.
Oh, okay.
With those 3 lines, we'll just all
Yeah.
sign on those lines, and then you can do the. Yeah, that's a. This is.
It's
huge.
it's between it's almost 50%
Almost
savings.
50%
Mhm.
savings.
I know
on
it's.
it.
I can't
Yeah.
believe it's that big.
Yeah, I couldn't either. It was
What
like,
a savings.
wow, that's crazy. That'll be a huge
It's
savings.
a huge deal.
Okay. Make sure we get all of the. And then you can just sign under me on these that doesn't have the lines.
Okay.
And if you want to note, the addendum is to convert it to a 1-year contract
Right.
versus a
Yes, we have
Yeah.
to do that. Okay.
Yeah. addendum 1 is their acknowledgement of that fact, and addendum 2 is your acknowledgement of that.
I think your corner of your deal just dropped on the floor.
I'm fixing to just.
Get rid of that.
Yeah. I'm sick of it being 2014 October.
I noticed that one day when I was there. I thought, we're a little behind the times.
It's been here longer than I have.
Let me see if I can get you one.
Oh, I can go get one. I just haven't thought about it.
And I'll scan a copy of that, each district's to your,
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Shop.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you.
Must be a track meet.
Well, they're pole vaulting somewhere.
You're late.
Yeah, is it no, that's usually in May, and at the all schools, elementary.
Yeah.
you're probably just doing a
I
local.
think they're doing a junior high.
Oh, okay.
I saw a little Maven bus go through concrete headed north, so.
That was a fun day.
Hmm?
That used to be a fun day.
The
Mhm.
best part about it is lunch.
I know, I was always excited about what I couldn't wait till I could see what I had in my lunch, you know, or not see what,
Always
or
got
eat what I had in
those-
my
I
lunch.
always got those chocolate cupcakes, those with the white filling.
Oh,
that was
yeah,
always
yeah.
a special
Oh,
deal.
yeah.
You'd get those, and you'd go.
Well, for
"Get
me to
that,
get
that."
prepackaged food like
Yeah,
that was a
right.
big deal
Yeah.
because we had
Right.
everything home, which now I wish I had all the homemade,
Yeah.
I wish I had all
Yeah.
my mom's cooking now, but to get pre-processed food was exciting.
Yes, it was.
Now it's like,
Yes.
I remember when I was, like in grade school, I always just took my lunch. And those thermoses, Mom always put milk in them. And that milk could be about half warm by the time lunch came around. I was just,
I take it you're not one who sits up at night and drinks warm milk.
You know, they've got a lot more packaged food now than they used to
Yeah.
have.
oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think here's your clip that was on
You
it.
can even buy peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that are prepackaged
Oh,
now.
really? I did not
in
know
the
that.
frozen food section.
I did not know that.
With the crust cut off.
Oh, man.
All right, we're down to item N, deceased indigent citizens, and I failed to do any research. Did
I
you?
am still waiting back for some information.
Okay.
So, no action.
Yeah. All righty. Do we have any road crossing permits?
There's one for
That one for me?
one for you and one for District 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The-
and mine, I'm gonna
I don't know
approve
which is
mine.
I'm gonna
I
approve.
don't know which
Okay,
is
so
That's-
you want yours approved?
Yes.
I move that we approve both Alfalfa County Electric road crossing permits.
Second that.
Okay. Ronk moved, has seconded to approve the two road
Sure.
crossing permits for D1 and D1 and D3.
Right.
From
Yes.
Alfalfa Electric. All in favor?
Bobbitt,
Aye.
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously.
Yeah, mine's A-okay.
Okay. Item P, Earnhardt Supply Birchcraft, he's not here, so no action needed, and if you could just tell him he could come by the district shops, because we make those kind of decisions, because it always depends on,
Okay,
uh,
I will send him an
delivery and
email.
all that.
Okay.
Okey-dokey, so. Cindy Sue, do you have any new business that needs to be come before the board that we was unaware of
No,
before
ma'am.
posting on Friday?
No, ma'am.
Max?
No, I don't.
Pat?
Negative.
Negative, no new business. None. Commissioner comments, I would go down to Mr. Max first.
Okay, we've gotten a little bit a little bit of road work done. We've got a mile of shale hole that we laid out coming from the state line, and we laid it Friday. We got about a little over a half a mile of rock put out. Got some rock off of a landowner to spot in and lay in a piece of road that ties two rock roads together. So glad about that. Everything seems to be going good. We're going to pour concrete on our bridge that we got built there northwest of Waukeeta tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Wednesday, over at the CED meeting, we're going to sign a letter and send to the senators that supported us in the House Bill 3438 vote. I think we're going to make that letter county by county. I know there's one county that'll be opposite of what everybody else was. So we're going to vote too, and that was something I was going to talk to you all about. This don't need to put all this, the whole thing in there, but we're going to vote on the Damascus crack ceiling and stuff.
Yes.
We sent out a survey. It looks like it's going to take 100 miles a year to kind of make that work out. Part-time help is going to be the issue, we think. But we've got a deal made with Major County to use their machine. They're going to rent it to us for $200 a day, and we wouldn't have to purchase that piece of machinery. And I would imagine that we'll go ahead and try it. Some of the other counties that didn't have any sealing to do was hesitant about buying and going forward with it. But I think we're going to go ahead and go out for bids for the material and stuff, and that needs to be gotten started pretty
Is
quick.
this the one that has the larger aggregate that they kind of put on and then you seal it over? This isn't the one that is thin, like what I did out here.
Well,
I need a heavier aggregate. See, that didn't work. I've done that twice out here, and that road is getting worse. And you can stick your hand in those cracks now.
Yeah.
I need some of that bigger stuff. Is that what this one's gonna do?
no,
No.
There's actually been discussed both,
Mhm.
the wide, the narrow,
Yes.
and the wider.
Right. So this is gonna be what I did, the thinner
Yes,
stuff. That
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And how do you both feel about that? Do you support that we get involved in that as a CD? Yeah, I mean,
what's the con to it?
well,
I
the
mean,
con to it is you're going to have so many counties that are going to use it, so many that are not going to use it,
Okay.
because some of them have their own machine, some of them hire.
But you're
some-
going to charge the counties for the actual cost to
Yeah.
do it, right?
Yes.
I mean, I obviously they go to Texas County. You're talking, probably overnight hotel rooms or stuff like that if they've got a very big job.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that's going to be passed on
It'll
to
be
that
built
county.
in. It should
Yeah,
be.
I think it will be.
Yeah, so I think the pro is that doing that, and then what did that
You don't have-
did that price come back on that?
Well, it
Okay.
depends on how many cracks you seal and stuff, but $3,000 a mile for materials, and that was using a ton of material a mile, was kind of the base price that they was talking about. The equipment, not having to purchase the equipment and using the equipment around by renting it, we figured would be a better deal till we see exactly
Yeah,
how.
I think that's smart to do the rental deal to
Yeah.
see how it is, because if it doesn't work, then
Right.
you have nothing invest. I mean, all you've got, and you're doing part-time help, and so it's not like you've got an employee that you're trying to, you're gonna have to let go,
Yeah.
if it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
And originally, this was started to fill in the gaps of the inspectors between their breaks in their projects that they had, but it's also been mentioned that they're going to have to do paperwork and some other things to fill in. So it's a young man's game. That's what
I
I'm
can
getting at.
imagine.
So you're going to have to hire some part-time
You can
younger
have
help.
people standing out in the heat of the day on hot pavement that's reflecting back on them the whole day.
Exactly.
Now, is that also the machine, Max, that it takes like 2 hours for it to heat up before
Yes,
you
it
can
does.
use it?
Somebody's going to have to be responsible to go out and start
plug,
it.
Plug
to-
it in, and then you can only work so long. And are they going to ask the counties then to go with their air compressors to blow out the cracks before it's done? Is that going to be on the county side to do that, or is that going to be provided by the CED?
It's been discussed
Both ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
To minimize the labor, it was asked that the counties may be asked to go out and blow the cracks out ahead of it. Otherwise, they're planning on getting rigged up and
Okay.
doing it themselves.
So that would mean buying a air compressor
Right.
that's large enough to
Handle the volume
yeah,
of
right. Okay.
air.
No, I don't have a problem, Max.
Okay.
I think I think if you decide it's a good thing for us, then I'm confident in whatever you think. What about
I'm
you?
kind of the same way because I don't know enough about it to make a educated decision on it anyway. So.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to get a feel for how you was. I thought you felt that way because I knew you had some miles to put in that you had put in to do.
Well, I'd put in though for the bigger stuff.
Did you? Okay.
For M&M Road, that 5 miles, that's 5.5 miles. So that is what I kind of. Although I've got to look on my first part of my SERB that was done. You know, the first stretch.
Yes.
I need to look at that and see what I've got going on there. If there might be if there's any small ones, then I need to look at that.
Well,
That
and
might
see
work.
that was something that we had talked about. Pat has got with Pat and I together is going to chip and seal some more miles this year, and that was one of the things we talked about is upgrading our oil truck. And I've been discussing with Rowdy Pat about that condition of that truck, and the radar does not work in that truck now. They was regulating the amount of material they put down by the speed of the truck, which if the radar was working, that would take care of that.
Yes, if you
Just
go
grab another
faster,
gear.
it'd put more on. If you go slower, it'd put less on.
It would actually, yes.
It would change the rate according to how fast you were
What
driving.
he actually told me he had to do was hold his foot and ride the brake and keep the motor sped up because it's a hydraulic driven pump.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that.
Thought it was an
situation.
electric pump. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't aware of that. He was having to keep the motor revved up to get the amount of oil on there, but it made the truck go faster because it's an automatic, and he had to slow up, so he put the brake on. So we're looking to upgrade our oil truck. But the other thing I was going to tell you is these projects that we've got done 5 years, 8 years into
Right.
it, we're going to have to be thinking about chip and sealing them to maintain them. You know. So
Okay.
that's all my comments.
Okay. Pat, what do you have today?
Well, I thought we were set last Monday when we were sitting here to be grinding the second mile of M&M. However, due to some electrical issues that we're still waiting on parts for, we could not do that. So they thought it would be nice if all the wheels were pointing the same direction to work.
That kind of sounds
Evidently,
like a good plan.
that has to happen.
Makes a difference.
Yes. So we're kind of at a standstill on that. We have got 5 graders running, and we now have 80. Speaking of chip and seal, we have 85 loads of chips sitting at Farmer's Grain at Nash that we've hauled so far. We're going to start hauling the next bunch. I think we're going to be doing a little shaling now, but we're going to haul the next bunch to our yard for Kremlin Blacktop. The 85 loads is for mainly the Cemetery Road, the final chip on that. We did two layers of 5/8 or 3/4 inch last year. We're going to do 1/2 inch on top of that this year, and then we're going to do Trenton Road from Highway 11 all the way down to Highway 60. Then the next one is the Kremlin Blacktop from Pond Creek to the Garfield County line, as well as there's a couple 1/2 mile stretches off of Crumlin blacktop that go to Palm Creek's. I think it's the Oddfellows. Was it the Oddfellows Cemetery?
Yeah, I think
It's
it is.
cemetery anyway. But we're going to do that, and then of course we'll have M&M later. So we're going to be spending a lot of money on chips and oil, and I do think that's a fantastic idea to update that oil truck.
Well, I put out feelers to a couple vendors.
Oh, really?
about it. Did you?
I called what's his name over at Evans.
Oh, Evans.
The other day, and yeah, I just left a message and I
Okay.
haven't heard back from him.
You're looking for a used one?
I'm hoping.
Yes,
Yeah,
I don't.
that's kind of what I was hoping for. Is to use one, a couple years old or something like that. Because I don't know about your district, but after I get all this stuff done, I think I'm
Yeah.
golden and broke for a couple of years on that kind of stuff. So I think it would be better to buy something like that and then turn around and sell it as opposed to renting it.
Yeah.
You got more of a chance to get your money back. So, but anyway, yes, and I'm going to the CED meeting on Wednesday, and
Okay.
that's all I got,
Okay.
and that's more than enough, isn't it?
My comments were when we worked on the farm bill last week when I got home yesterday evening, so we was working on the farm bill. We're hoping, the farm bill lasts 5 years, and 5 years ago when the farm bill came out, they had drastically reduced the money that went into it, and the new deal that they're going to do for SNAP, supplemental nutrition, but it's basically food stamps is what SNAP is. It's the new acronym for it. They're thinking about putting in language in there that it's going to have, if you're between certain age and no children and you can work, that they're going to try to tie it to work readiness, to continue on that. They're going to try to do that. So we're not sure. We haven't seen any language. They're supposed to actually release their House bill on the 18th of April, so we will see what they're talking about. NACO is also asking for federal crop insurance to include hay into their being able to be insured. We can our wheat, or all of our grains, but right now we can't insure hay. So in years like now, when you have a drought and you're counting on hay to feed cattle, whether it's alfalfa or whether it's native grass.
Mm-hmm.
So those are some of the things that we are trying to work out, make sure we get that in there. And of course our grants that come through there. So we are trying to do that. It expires September 30th. I don't see a bill. Nobody sees the bill passing by then. There will be extensions as normal. We're hoping they're talking maybe as much as a year extension. We'll see how that goes. So got that going on. I have meetings this week, several different meetings. I don't believe I've got the OPE H&W, our health insurance meeting. We have a special meeting tomorrow to vote on our life insurance. We've been with Dearborn for a long time. That's the one that we're having problems with on getting our refund back from, so we're going to be looking at other vendors. I don't know that means an increase in our cost of the health of life insurance. I don't think there will be. I think it'll stay neutral, but it will probably be with a different vendor.
Okay.
So that meeting tomorrow, and then of course the Women in Transportation is later on Thursday. I've got some conference calls on Friday. I also have my NACO Central Region call where we're going to be talking about the new omnibus bill and what that means for counties. So if you're interested in listening in on that, that will be at 8:15 on Thursday, and I will send you the call information on that. So that's about my comments. We have about 1.5 miles of our REAP grant rock hauled. They did not haul Friday, but they are back to hauling today. So we've got 1.5 miles of about about 5 miles that we're doing. So we're working
Good.
on that. Alright, that would be about all. That brings us down to number 10.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I second.
Hess moved, Ronk seconded to adjourn at 10:39
I got 39.
a.m. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes. Motion carried unanimously. We are officially adjourned.